Good morning, beautifuls. How are you today? It's early Sunday morning. It's 7:35 and I have some time before I have to get myself out the door for church with my family. So I thought I would do something because you know what? I decided to wear this Jesse James bead, the oh, what was it called again? Why do I always forget? Oh, the Southern Shores collection. So I was so happy with this, like just so happy with the way this turned out. I'm truly excited by it. I'll have to see if I get any like compliments at church because usually the ladies are like, they zero in on my jewelry. So let's see if we get some compliments. But you know what I realized today? I'm like, I really could use a pair of earrings for this. So let's make a pair of earrings. Let's do that. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, my friends, my little mouse is sneaking into the, so if you remember, if you didn't see the video for this necklace, or these two necklaces that I'm wearing together, I will make sure I link that in the video below. Also, I'm going to link, Danielle did a Seed Bead Saturday, and she did a video of the necklace necklace and earrings that she made. Guys, it's so great. I mean, she literally took this and put the chain on it. I mean, it was perfect. Like, that's why I'm not taking this apart yet, because you guys, I think this is probably the only Jesse James bead strand that I just can't bring myself to do it right now. Maybe I'll get brave in a little bit, but we're just gonna lay her there. We're not gonna use her for our earrings, but we're gonna lay her there. All right, but what we do have are these wonderful earrings. I mean, well, I'm going to use them for earrings. I'm just debating if I want to attach them up here and do some dangles down here, or if I want to attach my earring finding up at the top and do some kind of like fun little, I don't know, some kind of little thing. I have some leftover chain. And if we did it this way, like we could use, and I got to be careful because I know like once you break one of these links, so it would be like 2 on each side. That would actually look really cute. And we have enough of it to do that with. So that's an idea. And I think I like that because I think I like the way it hangs like this. And then we could do some little dangles off the bottom here. I was thinking I wanted to wrap them, but I don't know. They didn't give us a bunch of tiny beads this time around, which is kind of throwing me, to be honest with you, because I'm like, Jesse James beads, what are you guys doing? You didn't give us little teeny tinies. So, but that's okay. We don't mind that. So what we're going to do is we have some really lovely drops. So we have some of these. So we could do one of these on each one. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, we have some pink drops too. Oh no, that's the same. It just looked really pink in the box here. Let's see. We've got these beautiful orange ones too. And you guys know I have been loving. See, I'm just trying to think of how I want to like space this out. If there's any way I can make this work. So kind of like this. And just do like 2 from there. And then we do have all these lovelies. So we have that. And I'm almost thinking maybe we wouldn't use that, but maybe we could do something like, if we put this on, this, like maybe one whole little strand coming down here. I'd want to do some small like spacers in between these, just to try to get them to like come out right. And like, oh, you know, maybe, nope, I do want to hang them separate. Yeah, we do want to do that. We do have this blue. So maybe we could, actually, if we're going to be using those little blue beads, let's bring in that sand color. And then now I'm thinking, I don't know if I'd want to use that chain for that. So maybe I'm having issues today, guys. So I'm thinking maybe if we did this, I'm still thinking I want to wire wrap onto this with small beads. I might have to save these, guys. I don't know. Let's, you know what? I just can't do it. We're going to save these. But you know what? We're still going to make earrings because I need earrings today. So maybe we'll use these. I'm thinking if we did like a big, oh, that's too big, I think. What if I just kind of had an idea. What if we did like this?
Good morning, my love.
Oh, good morning. Why are you doing up so early?
What do you think?
Okay, friends. So I've got a bunch of stuff pulled out here, and I just dumped a bunch of stuff. It's like, you know, I also brought out this Market Fresh mini mix orange bell pepper in case we wanted some more. I found on my little like pieces of my Market Fresh stuff. So we have it's kind of dusty, and we have the blueberry pie mix in case we need anything from there. So, but we're just gonna try to do something. So I cut some turquoise soft flex bead stringing wire, and I'm really wanting to, I don't know what I want to do yet. So it's okay. It's sometimes we don't know what we want to do yet. I also brought out all these like little gold things here. I don't think I want to do this drop, but I kind of do in a way. So hear me out. So like what I'm thinking is if we did this drop, no, I don't really want to do that. All right, so let's maybe look at doing this red as like the top of our earring, because I kind of want to do something with this chain and with some wire. So if we did, you know what, I might have an idea. Okay, so let's take this little turquoise Heisei bead. Let's take this little red one because we have two of these, and a little turquoise Heisei bead. And then if we bring it up like so, because I really want to use some of this too. What if we did, okay, so see now I gotta cut this one off. Hold on. All right, so let's cut that one off. Let's see what we have here, because now when I do cut this piece in half, we lose one whole segment. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we could do like 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on one side, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'd end up losing some of this, but that's okay because I will reuse those beads. So if we did 5 and 5, we are winging it, guys. This is winging it today, and I shouldn't be doing this before I go to church, trying to wing it, but we are. All right. Now, if I don't finish these before I go to church, well then I guess I'll just have to wear a pair of earrings I already have done. But we're gonna try really hard to finish this. And like I said, I'm not feeling bad because I can use these little bright orange beads anytime. So, okay, there we go. And if we took one of these, oh, let's do, we have a lot of these green ones. So if we took this green and this green, what would happen if we took this and hung it here? Is it gonna hang for me? It's gonna hang a little weird because I think that's too far apart. So what if we did, what if we did another one of these blue Heiseis on both sides? And then we took this and hung it. I'm just wanting something that's kind of like matches the vibe of my necklaces. Yeah, it just doesn't want to like hang right, does it? But I kind of like it, honestly. Like, I think it's cute. I mean, we could even hang a bead from the bottom if we wanted to, but I don't think we need to. If I brought it up more, I just don't think that looks right. Maybe we need to, no, because that would be too skinny. Okay, hold on. We're working on something here. I do want it to be like not as loopy. I want it to be more connected. So like, and I know it's kind of weird. Maybe if we bent our little wraps just a little bit, like our bottom one, just a little tiny bit, just so it hangs a little bit better. And I'm just using my thumb because I want to, well, I can't really just use my thumb on that one. That one's really, cut it just a little bit like this. I feel like that would hang better. Sunday morning before church is not time to be innovative, Jody. Like, we just need to make a simple pair of earrings, and you're trying to be all like, oh, we should do this and this. Actually, you know what? I like that. That's what we got to do. We just got to bend that middle one. All right. So let's do this. We're going to put on more of these little heishi beads. So like 2 more of these on each side. 1 and 2. And 1 and 2. And then let's bring in some of the other colors. Now I know we need, okay, so we need a red over here. We have plenty of the green. So let's do the green, one each on both sides. Nope, I don't like it. You guys, I am struggling so bad. I am struggling so, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I've just decided. We are going to use these chain, okay? We're not gonna use the wire. I think I might have it. You know, sometimes you guys, it takes a minute, right? It just takes a minute. So we're gonna take this one and hang it from the bottom. But I do kind of want to use a little bead cap at the bottom of it just because, oh no, I don't like that. All right, so we're going to take that one and we are going to grab some head pins here. I've got some gold head pins. And let's do our little head pin on the bottom. And we're just going to do a simple loop. You guys, I went through all kinds of things to try to see how I wanted to make these, and I think maybe like simple for me is going to be best. I really wanted to just really like show some stuff, right? All right, but you know what? We could still do some other fun things with it too. I'm not worried about it. So if we put this one on here, who's to say we can't use this right next to it, like hang it on like a larger jump ring and do a couple of these hanging down. So if I cut this one in half, let's do this. I still have time. Like, I don't have to leave for an hour. We've got plenty of time. All right, so let's do this. Cut that in half. I'd like to bring in some more turquoise. I don't have a lot of blue. So do I have any? I've got these cute little tassels from the blueberry pie. Let's maybe put those in there. I mean, who doesn't love a tassel, right? So if we did that, I'm gonna grab my little, my cheapy gold crimps, because at the bottom we want cheapy gold ones. We don't want anything that are the pricey ones, because it doesn't matter. They don't have to be great, like, you know what I'm trying to say. Great little crimps. All right, so if we did that, why do I always seem to have issues lately with my figuring out what I need to do with my hands? All right, so if I took this, put this on here, and just brought that down, just like that. And we're gonna use some regular crimpers here. This is thicker wire, so we're just gonna do our regular crimping here instead of just squashing it flat. So now we have that on there, that looks cute. All right, so now let's maybe add something to this. So let's do one of these white ones. If I can find the hole. There it is. And that'll just sit right on top, just like that. That looks really cute. And if we had that hanging here, that would be adorable. So let's do that. Even if we had it hanging shorter, that'd be really cute. So let's put on one of these little turquoise heishi beads. Yeah. 2 of them. Wonderful. And then we are going to, since I'm going to be using some larger gold jump rings to like do all this, you know, hang all these from, we're going to go ahead and do our little crimp. But this time we're going to actually use some good crimps because, well, actually, you know, those little ones didn't turn out so bad. So I think we could do it. Let's just do that. All right, so let's put this little crimp on here. And we're going to make this one a shorter one. So we're going to go through our crimp. I don't know if it'll go through all these beads. No, but it will go just through our crimp. All right, so don't forget, you guys, when you have like other things that you know you have, and you have colors that will go with other stuff, you know, bring them out, guys. Bring them out, because this is just, I mean, this was such a perfect set on its own. Like, I love this, but I felt like it just, because of what I wanted to do with it, I wanted just to add a little bit more of me to it. You know what I mean? So like the tassel is going to be perfect. I think that is really, really cute. So that's going to be wonderful. All right, I can snip that off. Tuck that in there. So there's one. And then I would like that orange to hang in the center. And then we could take another strand and do it on this side. And maybe I could have it hang just a little bit longer. So let's try this. We have these, and these are like really, really pretty. Let's put this on here. Oh. And because I'm putting it on one strand, now I'm just going to smash it. Okay, now we're just gonna go and just squish it. Close to the end there. And just flatten it right out, just like that. Let's pop this little drop on here. See, and that one will hang, well, maybe we'll just have that one hang a little bit shorter too, but not as short, and it'll just kind of maybe hug right in here. This one, let's do, of course, we want to do some of these heishi beads. So let's do 1, 2, and 3. Let's bring this red one in, because we have enough to do red on both. Actually, I don't want that turquoise there. And I honestly don't know if I want, this one's too shiny. I feel like it needs to be more like matte, like sandy beachy. So let's do the red down here at the bottom. And then let's do this turquoise one. And then let's see, we got that one for the other earring. We need this for this earring. We need one of these for this earring. Okay, just making sure I have enough. Let's do the blue. Ah, come back. And then, so we need that one over here. Then let's do a green. I'm not liking that turquoise in between. All right. We're gonna do green, blue, green, another green. Actually, you know what? I'm not liking that. There's something about it that is just too much for me. I don't know why. It's just too much. All right, so maybe we'll just do like just what we have here, because this will be cute. Let me grab my jump rings and we will check that out. Let's take a look. Let's see. So I need my jump rings. Here we go. And I need some ear wires, because if this looks cute just the way it is, then I'm gonna be happy. I mean, we'll probably use a bead up at the top to like hang too, but I just think that that might be the best for me. And I know my ear wires, I just made everything pretty. So where's my ear wires at? Hold on while I grab some ear wires. Okay, I got some lever back ear wires, so let's do that. Let me grab a couple of those out. All right, you guys, this was a process. All I wanted to do was make a simple pair of earrings. Okay, do those match? Oh yeah, they do. There's just like a weird illusion. Sorry. Just had to make sure they matched. All right, so let's put this on. Let's put this on. Okay, I actually like that. That's kind of cute. I'm happy with that. So let's do that. And we'll close it up. You guys, I have more tassels too. Look. Why don't I hang that one on the jump ring with it? Like right up here. No, that's just too much. Okay, that's too much, guys. Too much, too much, too much. All right, so let's grab a eye pin. Actually, we can probably just use this one. Let's use this. Let's make our little eye pin. Bet you're wishing I would have cut stuff out now, huh? Oh my gosh, you guys. I just can't. Some days they're just like, you know, you're going to be just fine, Jody. You're going to be just fine. And I'm thinking I just want to do like a little stack of these guys like that. I think that would be perfect. And then let's just do this. That way we're bringing some of those in too. Now, I don't know. I think that it's going to look really cute. I honestly think it's going to be cute, but we'll see. I don't know if I've struggled this hard making a pair of earrings on what I want to do. I probably have, but I don't know, guys. And now I kind of feel like since I have all this time left, I kind of want to make a bracelet, but then I'm kind of afraid that I won't be able to decide on what I want to do for a bracelet. All right. And then our ear wire. Okay. Okay, no, you know what? I like that. It's kind of long, kind of dangly. It's just really cute. It's very dangly, I should say. So that, I think we have a winner, guys. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. Let's do the other one. I'm not kidding. It was bad, okay? It was. But we made it. All right, so let's do this. Put our little crimp on there, and we're using our traditional crimpers today. And I'm just making sure my loops are close together, kind of the same size here. And there we go. And then we used this really pretty white and gold frosty bead. And then we did 2 of the Heisei beads. Like that. Actually need to trim some of that wire off. There we go. I gotta remind myself that I need to eat breakfast before I leave too, because I have done that before where I'm like, oh, let me just do this and this and this before I go to church. And then I get to church and all of a sudden my stomach's like, rawr, rawr. And it's never like during like singing hymns. It's only during the sermon. And it is so loud. And I know that the entire church can hear me. It's like so loud. Oh my gosh. There's still something going on with this wire. Hold on, I gotta cut some of that off. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make it, guys. We are gonna make it just fine. There we go. But you know what, you guys? Everyone has these design processes, right? Where it takes us an eternity to make a decision sometimes. I mean, I am not the kind of person that everything always works out exactly the way I planned it, you know? I have shown you proof of that. We've redone things on camera where I'm like, nope, I don't like this at all. And I've dumped it all and just started over. And I know that can be really frustrating if you're coming here from like a tutorial, you know, stance, which a lot of you are. But hey, you know what? Guess what? Part of the tutorial is the process, right? I mean, we're learning from like ground up. And then during this process, it also gives you guys the opportunity to like think about it and say, you know what, Jody, I would have done this. And you know, you guys come up with some fantastic ideas. Let me just tell you. And I have put a lot of your ideas into play. And I mean, I don't know, like the kind of feedback that we can bounce off each other is so important in the learning process. So whether you're a seasoned person or, you know, you are just starting out, remember your process is going to be the most important place you start. So do not ever get down on yourself for not being able to create exactly your vision. You know, sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. Sometimes your what actually worked out is better than your original vision. And you're like, wow, I wish I would have known that this was going to be better than my original vision. And it just happens. It works out. So, all right, let's go ahead and roll this back. Oh, that was a very sad looking loop, Jody. Let's see if we can fix that. Let's see if we can remedy that little loop. Okay, well, it's not horrible. All right, so let's open this one up. Put this one on here. Whoa, come on. Close it back up. Let's grab our jump ring. Let's pop this little puppy open here. let's see, how do I have this hanging? So I have on the outside is this one. So let's put this one on the inside. Whoops. Come on back. And then we can close this up because we're gonna do another like little eye pin with some Heishis on it. I'm gonna use one of my scraps because that's what we do. Let's make this into an eye pin. All right, let's drop 3 of these little turquoise guys on here. So 1, 2, and 3. Let's make our simple loop on top. And here we go. See if I can make a better loop this time. That one's not bad at all. And now we can hang all this stuff together. All right, so I'm gonna put this on here, close it up. We're gonna put our ear wire on. All right, there we go. Now we've got our long dangly earrings that will match our necklace. All right. Whew, goodness, you guys, that was pretty tough. All right, so let me get my thoughts together real quick. And I think we have time. We can make a bracelet. 1 second. Okay, friends, I think this might come together a little bit better. I still want to do like a nice little stack with these gold pieces. So let's cut off some of our bead stringing wire. And because we're using some chunkier beads, I want to give myself some more length. So what happens when you're using chunkier beads is it does kind of sit a little bit different on your wrist than what smaller beads would. So it'll eat up more of your space, okay? So let's cut this off here, and then I will give you guys a measurement on this. And I think for these, I mean, we only used, like, I would cut 3 inches of your bead stringing wire because you're going to end up with about an inch, inch and a half of your, you know, that part. I can't think. That part of your earring. So let me measure that for you real quick. And then after this, I need to go eat some breakfast. I'm starting to get hungry. So I think it's going to be a peanut butter toast day. And I'm only like Jif. I don't know if there's any of you picky peanut butter people out there, but tell me your favorite brand of peanut butter. Or if you don't care, just say it doesn't matter. But I am super picky. So we have almost 11 inches. And let's do, I think let's make this asymmetrical. Let me grab a clasp, and I'm gonna grab, I think we'll do a regular clasp, but let's do one of these because they have that antique finish to it. Let's do one of those, and let's get our really good crimps out here. We're using some Soft Flex Gold crimps. We're gonna need 2 of these. And then let's put our crimp on. Let's put our clasp on. Whoop, whoop, come back. Let's do our little crimping here. And we're gonna use our magical crimpers here on this one. These are so much thicker of a crimp, you guys. They are super nice, super nice. I don't know why it took me so long to like experience this. All right, so let's do our first crimp, which makes a little square. Then we turn our square sideways, put it back in our notches, squeeze it down, and now it's kind of like forming. So let's put it back in, and then we're just going to turn this around just ever so slowly until we have no more resistance from our crimp. And I made kind of a little ball, but you know what? I think I missed a couple of spots here. Let me just kind of It also just could be me this morning, guys. Maybe I'm just not doing it well to this today. All right, so not bad. Actually, that turned out really good. Okay, so we have that, and we know that some of these little beads do not fit over both wires. So let's trim off this one right down at the crimp. Okay, and then let's put on one of these little hay beads here. Just like so. This is going to be kind of a chunkier bracelet. Let's put on one of these guys. That looks cute. And then another one of these. Let's do a little stack of these. I've been wanting to do this. So we have all these that fit together so nicely. Ooh, actually let's turn, ooh, I got an idea. Let's turn this one around. Nope. So that the cap is on that bead, like that. And then let's start stacking these on here. And maybe we'll do 2 smaller stacks. So we have like 3 here. Oh, check that out, guys. Hold on. That's pretty. All right. So let's do that. And then we're going to turn this cap this way. Let's bring in one of these beautiful red beads. Like that. That looks cute. All right. Then I've got different bead caps this time, because I used all my other ones, but that's okay. They're still going to look good. Let's do, ooh, let's do this. Let's do one of these hayshays. I'm trying to spread out the large stuff. We can do one of these gold spacers. This one, and let's do the other red one right here. So imagine that's on the bottom, and we're coming up around the top now, okay? So just like this. And I think what I want to do here is we will do this. No, let's do the other thing. So let's put this on here. Okay, it's gonna just sit right there like a weird little hat, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. And then we can put on these. Actually, that does work. That looks really good. Okay, I'm super happy with that. And then let's put this one on facing this way so we can put on this big, beautiful blue bead. Yep, I'm liking that. Okay, so now we have that. Let's, I do have more of these bead caps, and I've got only 2 spacers, so we can make like a smaller one. But I think we can also stack these so that they sit like a little bit different. Oh yeah, they stack nice. They stack real nice. Okay. So let's go ahead and put 2 of these on, and it's just gonna make it look even more interesting, right? At least in my book, it will. I don't know about you all, but I think it'll look really, really interesting if we have some other different gold like patterns here. And then we can do these 2 together, stack this. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, this looks so cool. Now, I don't think I want to use the other turquoise bead because I think it's going to just end up being too big. So let's bring in like this really pretty green here. And we can do the same thing with that. So we have our little hayshay. I think we've used almost all of our little bead caps. Just making this. And then the green one. Now, see, the bracelet is coming together so much easier than the earrings. I think I was just trying too hard on the earrings, you guys, to be honest with you. All right, so now we're getting really close. We have just a little bit left. We're going to put a couple of the little blue hayshays at the end here, and then we're going to go ahead and do our crimping and get a larger jump ring out real quick. So these are all kind of smaller. Let me see. I know I had some big Mammo Jamos here somewhere. Oh yeah, here we go. These are much bigger than what I got over there. Just double check our little sizing measurement here. Looks like I might want to maybe put on a small jump ring and then hook that to the large one. And then if that's the case, we can probably hang like a little dangle from it. And look, I still got time for breakfast, you guys. All right, so let's do our crimp, our small jump ring. Let's put this through here. Let's just bring this all the way down as far as we can. Okay, we're gonna wanna leave some space, guys. Don't make it too tight because we want our big beads to be able to move appropriately. Still got a little bit left that we can make something else with. All right, now let's put our big jump ring on here. So it connects just like that. That looks really, really cute. But I'm thinking let's just do like a little dangle. Let's cut this little guy apart here. Nothing big, just some little stuff. And I'm gonna actually grab my ball head pin so we can do like a little wire wrap. So let's do, actually let's cut all these apart. We are using, I don't know when the last time I used so much. I don't have a lot left. I have like big beads left. So we'll probably do like a big chunky necklace eventually. But yeah, I don't typically use so much out of one of my boxes. But this one is just so pretty. I just absolutely love it. It's very rare that I actually use almost all of it because usually by the time I get to it, I have to move on because there's other things that I have to do for other brand partners. So let's see, let's do this and let's wrap this around. Nice little wrap there. Okay, that's a cute little dangle. We have only one of these white ones left. Let's use that with one of these orange ones. And then we're gonna do one more orange one by itself. And we're just gonna have some little dangles on our bracelet because you know what? I kind of like dangles. They're really cute. So let's put this on. Do our little wrap. Hook it right onto that little jump ring there. Hold on to it with our round nose pliers. And let's just sneak in there and do our little wire wrap. Whoops. Yeah, just like that. And now we just have one more to do, and I'm gonna grab one more ball head pin here. I do have I want to do a memory wire bracelet with all my leftover mini mixes. So we're gonna combine them all. So stay tuned for that, guys. Like that, I plan on working on that later on today. So that should be a lot of fun. Oh, why did I do that? That was silly. That's okay. I can just use a really teeny tiny jump. Actually, it's not a jump ring. What am I thinking? Oh my gosh, you guys. It's really, maybe I shouldn't be doing stuff so early in the morning. Maybe I need to allow myself extra cups of coffee before I do all this like crafty stuff. Oh my goodness, you guys. Or maybe I don't need any more coffee because obviously I can't hold on to anything. All right, let's just pop that open. Drop this little guy right on there. Let's grab a hold. And there we go. Oh, cute, 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 cute. All right, I'm gonna put this bracelet on. Hopefully without a hitch. All right, hold on one sec. I'm gonna grab my little bracelet helper here. And I tried to think of the instructions that one of our beautiful friends gave me, but you know what, I can't remember. So we're gonna fumble with it and it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be just fine. She's probably shaking her head right now. Jody, I explained it to you in plain English. Did you not understand? Yeah, that's not gonna, hold on. You know what? It's comedy relief, right guys? It's comedy relief. This is what you come here for me to make you laugh. All right, perfect. Oh, yes, and it does not budge. I might add a jump ring just to give myself some more space. But cute, huh? Isn't that cute? I love the way it turned out. Let's try the earrings on and then I can let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll be right back. Okay, so why did this make me struggle so bad? It wasn't that hard, right? I mean, look, it's cute. They're cute. They're so cute. And they are longer, so you don't have to make yours that long. I know some of you ladies don't like the long earrings. But yeah, I'm gonna actually add another smaller jump ring or maybe just another big one like this just to make it more adjustable for me. But yeah, that turned out really cute, you guys. I got the whole set. I got a whole set. Look, check it out. Check it out, check it out, check it out. All right. Enjoy your Sunday, guys. I'm sure this isn't the last you're gonna see of me. My niece Cassidy is coming over later and we're gonna make some stretch bracelets and I'm so excited. I bought a whole new thing of Opalon and her and I are just going to make so many stretch bracelets. I'll make sure that I post some pictures in social media so you guys can see what we're up to. I don't know if I feel comfortable having her on YouTube and I mean I could ask my brother, but I wouldn't want to show her face on YouTube. But I do feel safe putting her on our private group because it's our private group. We pick who's there, right? So anyway, be ready for that. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. I'm sending you all my love and I'm going to pray for you guys today to have the most beautiful day. It's going to be a wonderful day. All right, bye, guys.